show. He ain't ESPN, but he got the lens from five-star freaks to them backwards gems. True to Savage season. Let's be honest, nobody break it like Danny. Walking through combined smoke like a myth. Danny got notes on a kid with no clips. He said, yo, check that DB from Portland State. You're gonna laugh, but bro, he can straight up play. He know the verticals, hand size twitch, but more than the metrics, he reads that grit. No hype trains, no agency deals. He break down tape, no cap, just real. Every year he call names no one knew. Then April hits, boom, round two. He saw it coming, y'all just scrolling. He dig through film, while the rest stay trolling. Danny Savage, he the draft hall prophet. Elite, so the kids in the D2 pockets. Let's be honest, y'all just read the mocks. He in the trenches, no TikTok talk. He call out stars when the world's still sleeping.
Boom! Greetings from YouTubeville. Once again, Danny Savage, Draft Guru. If you like the video, sub, give it a like. There's this new, don't cost a dime, there's this new hyper button. Click it. I don't know what it does, but it helps the algorithms. What do you want from me? All right. Today we're going to be talking about a kid that he's definitely the type of kid you want. As a phrase, he's the first guy you want off the bus. When I was in school, we would fuck around with the other team. We would let all the, we call them the scrap iron team. We would let all the second, third stringers get off the bus. And the linemen, we all sat in the back. So there's other teams watching all the little dudes getting off the bus. I was the smallest kid on the line. And then we saved the monsters for last. Doing little mind games. So you could either put them off the bus front or the last. This is a kid you want walking off the bus first. But there's a phrase in scouting, looks like Tarzan, plays like Jane. I don't want to shit on a kid. Me personally, can he come out? Yes. Me personally, I would go back for another year, but then you risk injury, or he might even transfer, man. His name is Anthony Lucas, defensive line for USC. This kid is 6'5", 290. He's a Texas A&M transfer. So now, like I said, I don't want to shit on this kid. Watch this kid turn out to be like all pro. He has 18 tackles on the season, 2 for loss, 7 hurries, 2 sacks. I'm going to put some videos in the comments section later, and his number is 6. Now, he has 2 sacks. Problem is, they were against Georgia Southern. So, this is gonna, like I said, I don't want to shit on this kid because, you can slide this kid inside, put 2-3 Thanksgiving meals in him. He has the frame. Legit has the frame. He's 290. This is the mad scientist in me. He's 290. He has the frame for 320. Easily. I personally would come back for another year, but that's just me. I do think, though, his best football is ahead of him. Some coach, some team is gonna, some 90-year-old defensive line coach is gonna see 6'5", 290. Can't coach that, and he's gonna say, Give them to me. Yo, who? I know the Ravens, man. They just traded a kid who he came out the C word year from Penn. He was a defensive end from Penn State. And I don't think he had a sack his entire career at Penn State. But he had great size and he ran like a 4.2, 4.3. But hey, and that's odd because Baltimore Ravens are one of the usually better drafting teams in the NFL. But he got traded. Had an odd last name. So listen, man, I'm not shitting on this kid. I would just like to see better production against Big Ten competition. I'm going to throw some Texas A&M film in there, and I'm going to throw some USC film in there. I would come back, but then, like I said, you're risking an injury and maybe never playing again. It all depends what kind of bag USC throws at you. If another college throws a bigger bag at you, come. But I'm going back 35 years ago for all you, I mean, for the old heads. There was a guy, Pat Swilling. He was a linebacker for the Saints. Dude was a dog, bro. He had like a nephew. His name was, I think, Ken Swilling. He was a safety from Georgia Tech. You can Google this, look this up. If he would have came out when he could have, he would have been a top 5 pick. He was a safety at Georgia Tech. He would have been a top 5 pick in the draft. Instant millionaire. Because back then, 35 years ago, those kids were getting $30, $40 million contracts. He came back. I'm sure he got the bag back then. Hurt his knee his senior year. I think he was like a 5th, 6th round draft pick, was out of the league in like 2 years, 3 years. Me personally, unless that bag is huge, I'm coming out, man. That's just me. It's like I said, man. I don't want to shit on this kid, but I would just like to see more production. You hate, as a coach, it bothers you when you see someone that big, that gifted, just not. But he probably could come back next year, and then next year when he realizes he has no NIL money coming in, that fire burns underneath his ass. It happens to a lot of guys. Listen, bro, I don't want this to ramble because we all know when you're rocking with the GWO for life. Over and out. Give me a minute to drop some tape.